welcome back to my channel. So after I recently hauled a bunch of drugstore makeup from Ulta, a lot of you guys were requesting for a bunch of reviews on some of the products that I picked up. So I figured it would be a really great time to do a complete makeup look using all the drugstore makeup that I got. And well, I'm not going to use all of it because I got a crap ton of stuff, but most of it I'm going to be using in this video. And I figured I would just do a complete makeup look using only drugstore products. So this is going to be a really affordable makeup look, as well as just do little mini reviews and first impressions on the stuff that you guys had requested for. So I hope this video will be helpful for those who had asked for the reviews on some of the stuff, as well as just a fun video for you guys if you want to try a new makeup look using really affordable makeup. The only thing I have on my face right now is my moisturizer, which is not drugstore, but you can use your own personal moisturizer that you use on a daily basis. Today I used the Origin Zero Oil Moisturizer, which is a really great moisturizer for oily skin girls. It really does help keep your oils at bay throughout the day and not break down your makeup. So I have that on my face right now. And then for foundation, I'm going to use the foundation that I picked up, which is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and mine is in the color W5 Sand Beige, and right now it's a pretty good color match for me. It's a little bit lighter since I just got a tan, but I can make it work using bronzer. So this is a healthy luminous makeup with SPF 20 in it. I have worn this ever since I bought it and I really do like it. It's really lightweight and provides pretty good coverage. I would consider it to be light to medium, but you can definitely build it up to be a more fuller coverage foundation. So I usually just dot the center of my face with it, and one pump is usually enough for me. It does come with a pump, so that makes it really handy and convenient. So I'm just gonna buff it out with my buffing brush from Real Techniques. This is by far one of my favorite brushes to apply foundation, because it's super soft and it's really big, so it makes doing your foundation a lot quicker. So I'm just gonna buff this in really quickly, and it does feel really light, so it's really comfortable to wear in the summer, even when it's hot and humid outside. That is really it for foundation. I'm not really fussy or take too long with my foundation. I just want to apply it on my face and get it over with. So for concealer, I'm just going to use the NYX HD concealer in the color CW5. I did pick it up in CW03, but it looks to be a little bit pink and a little bit too light. I don't want to look too highlighted and fake, so hopefully CW5 will work nicely. I haven't worn this yet. This is my first time trying it out. And instead of being a yellow tone concealer, it's more kind of peachy on my skin tone. I don't know if it's coming off peachy on camera or not, but in person it looks kind of peachy, so hopefully that'll help brighten up the under eye area, which is always one of my main skin concerns. I don't have too much acne spots or pimples, knock on wood, right now, but I always do have dark circles, which is just annoying. But this is pretty nice. It feels really light, and this isn't as brightening as my NARS Creamy Custard Concealer or even the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, but it is really nice and light, as in consistency, so it doesn't feel heavy under your eye makeup. I don't know if it'll crease or not, but so far it's doing good, and it does brighten up my under eyes pretty well. I'm just gonna blend that out with my foundation brush just to get rid of any harsh lines. So that was foundation and concealer, and I really like the two products together. They work really nicely together. The concealer doesn't feel heavy on top of the foundation. For powder, I would normally just use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which you guys know that I absolutely love. But just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable powder in the color W5 Sand Beige, and I have used this a couple times since I bought it, and it works pretty well. It does a really great job at giving me a little bit more coverage without looking cakey. The only thing is that it's not as mattifying as my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It doesn't keep my oils away as long as the other powder, but it does keep you matte a little bit longer than if you didn't set your foundation. So I usually just do a light dusting of this all over. So I really do like this powder. It's not as mattifying as I wish it would be, but it does give you a little bit more coverage than if you weren't using it. And it feels really light on your skin. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey. And it's just nice to add a little bit more coverage without looking cakey. So I really do like it and I would recommend it. That is it for all the face makeup for right now. I'm gonna move on to brows. I don't have anything on my brows right now because I wanted to try out the new NYX brow pencils for you guys. A lot of you guys were requesting for a review on these after that haul video, and so I figured I would do a quick first impression and review on this while I'm doing my drugstore makeup. So this is their, I don't know how new these are pretty new to me. I usually don't go for brow pencils because they just look a little bit harsher and are a little bit more intimidating to me, but I do love the Anastasia ones, so I figured I would just review these and compare really quickly the two of them. I think I'm gonna use the color, which color should I use? I think I'm just gonna use ash brown for right now because I don't know how pigmented or how dark this is going to be. So this is a pencil that you just twist up, which is really convenient because I hate sharpening pencils, eye pencils, eyeliner pencils, because you never get the point that you bought the pencil with. So you're just gonna twist it up a little bit, and hopefully this matches my hair color. So I'm just gonna go in really lightly. So far I do like it because you have to press kind of hard to make it look dark and pigmented, which is really nice. You don't want them to be too pigmented because it can be really easy to overdraw your eyebrows or make them too dark and looking too fake. So the waxier and lighter they are, the better it works, if that makes sense. And this color looks pretty close to my natural brow color, so I think I'm just gonna stick with this one. I did also buy it in the color Espresso and Brunette, but if this one matches me, I'm just gonna stick with this. And I know you guys always ask for a brow routine, but honestly I don't do them on a daily basis, and I don't think I'm very good at doing my eyebrows, so I wouldn't want to pass along my techniques to you guys. Then I'm just going to take this spoolie on the other side and brush out my eyebrows hair, and just to brush off all the excess product. So that is my eyebrow using this pencil. What do you guys think? I think the color looks really nicely. It matches my natural brow color. So I'm just going to quickly fill in the other one because I think it looks scary with uneven eyebrows. So now we're going to move on to our eye makeup. I don't have any eye primers that are from the drugstore, so I'm just going to use an eye base that I absolutely love. And this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color Tough as Taupe. And it's just a really pretty gray taupe color that looks really pretty underneath any smoky eye, whether it's brown, black, taupe, purple, blue. It just really enhances whatever color that you put on top of it. So I'm just going to do a really thin layer of this on my lid and just up to the crease. So I just applied a really thin layer of that on my lid, and now I'm just going to take a little bit of it onto my bottom lash line, just so that our colors later on will stick to the lash line really nicely and last a little bit longer. So for eyeshadows, I'm going to use two of the palettes that I picked up. This is the new L'Oreal Nude palette. I have it in Nude 1 and Nude 2. So I figured I would just use them in this video and do a really quick first impression and review, as well as do an eye makeup look using them. I don't have anything in mind right now. I didn't start this video with any specific makeup look in mind, but just looking at these palettes, the Nude 2 is more rosy tone. Kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. And then the Nude 1 is definitely reminiscent of the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, which is really pretty. All the colors are really neutral, really bronzy and golden and warm, and there are some matte colors in here. Even the two matte shades are kind of identical looking to Buck and Naked in the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. So since I've done a makeup look using the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette before, I'm going to use the Nude 2 palette from L'Oreal. These are definitely more pink tones, a little bit cooler tones compared to the first one. So I'm going to use this one for today and see how it goes. I'm just going to grab my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and go in with, this color is really pretty. I'm just going to go in with this one. This is the fourth one from the end, and it's kind of, let's swatch it really quick, like a taupey brown with pink and purple hints underneath it. It's really pretty. So I guess we're going to go with a smoky eye for this look. So I'm just going to take this color on my eyeshadow brush and apply this to my lid. And holy moly, is this pigmented. I barely got any on my brush, and it is super, super pigmented, and the color is gorgeous. It's such a pretty color that you can definitely wear on its own. If you haven't seen my One Shadow Smoky Eye, I'll link it down below. And this would be a great color to use if you don't have satin taupe, which is what I used in that video. But I'm just going to pat this color all over my lid on top of that Tough as Taupe color. And it creates a really pretty gray taupey color with kind of a reddish purple brown hint underneath. It's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and kind of blend out that harsh line that's there. Yeah, this color would definitely be pretty as a One Shadow Smoky Eye. It has really great dimension and depth, just blending it out into your crease. Next, I'm just going to take my MAC 217 brush and go in with this third color from the right. It's a really pretty gray purple, and this is a matte color. This is one out of 5 matte shadows in this palette, which is really, really great. And this is a really pretty mid-tone gray, which is great for blending out in the crease, which is exactly what I'm going to use it for. And then using that same brush, I'm going to go in with this color, which is a matte, kind of reddish brown. It just looks like a matte version of the color that we put on our lid. And I'm just going to use this to intensify the outer corner of our smoky eye. This one goes on a little bit more patchy when I swatched it, but with the brush it goes on pretty well. It's pretty pigmented. So I'm just going to stick to the outer third of my eye with this color and make it a little bit darker. And for my highlight, I'm just going to use that first color, which is a really pretty shimmery champagne beige color, and just lightly dust that underneath my brow bone. So this is a really, really pretty highlighted glow right underneath your brow bone. You can definitely build up this color in the inner corner to have a more intense highlighted look, which looks really, really pretty. It makes your eyes pop really nicely. And then the last thing we need to do is just smoke out our bottom lashes to pull this whole look together. So I'm just going to take our lid color again on a smaller shadow brush and just kind of smoke out my lower lash line. And then with the pencil brush, I'm just going to go in with that matte dark brown again and smoke out the lash line a little bit more. I'm just going to go right underneath that lid color that we placed there and smoke it out. You can stop right here and just apply some mascara and your eye makeup look would be perfect and really, really beautiful. But I'm just going to intensify it a little bit and smoke it out a little bit more and do some liner on top of my lash line. You can use gel, pencil, liquid liner, whatever you prefer to do your liner with. But just to create a really smoky and soft effect with the smoky eye, I'm just going to use a pencil liner. And this is just a Rimmel one in the color black. So I'm just going to really kind of quickly draw a line on my upper lash line. And it doesn't have to be neat or too precise or anything because we're just going to smudge it out with a brush. And I'm also gonna tightline my upper lash line, just to create a really nice full lash effect. And then I'm just gonna take a really tiny angled brush. This is from Coastal Scent, and just smudge out that liner that we just placed on top. You can do your liner however you choose. You can do a straight across line, but for this look I'm just gonna flick out my line just a tiny little bit and create a little bit of a winged liner, just because I think it adds a really nice shape to my eyes and really accentuates it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And just be patient with this part. It does take a little bit more time than if you were to use a liquid liner and draw a straight across line. But this is a little bit softer of a look, and it looks really, really smoky and sultry. So I like to do this once in a while. So that is it for liner. Really quick and really easy because I want to keep this look really, really soft and smoky. So that is the complete eye look. I just threw on some false lashes. I used the Ardell Dummy Wispies, and now I'm just gonna curl my lashes really, really quick and apply some mascara, and we would be done with our eyes. So this is the complete eye look, and now we're just gonna finish up with the rest of our face. I'm just gonna go in with bronzer, and of course I'm using my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and I'm just gonna lightly bronze my entire face. And for blush, I'm going to use a blush that I haven't used in a really, really long time, and that is the Wet n Wild blush in the color Heather Silk. And with this, you have to really be careful when you're applying it because it's so pigmented, and you really have to tap off the excess and brush it off on your the back of your hand, because this is with it tapped off and kind of brushed off, and it's still this pigmented. So you have to be really careful with this blush and just kind of pat it on. Same goes on the other side. Really, really try to get all the excess off. So that is blush, and then for highlighter, I'm just gonna use my Hard Candy Tiki Bronzer. So I'm just gonna put this right on my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose. And this gives a really nice natural glow and shimmer so you don't look like a disco ball. So since our eyes are so dark and so smoky, I'm going to keep that as the focus of our face. So for lips, I'm going to go in with a really natural nude lip product. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX, and this is in the color Stockholm, and it's just a really pretty natural beigey nude. I'm not going to put any gloss on my lips because I just want the main focus to be my eyes, so I don't want any kind of shine or shimmer to distract my face from my eye look. So I'm just going to stop the makeup look right here. You can definitely apply setting spray, and my favorite from the drugstore is the NYX Matte Finish Spray, and this is seriously really mattifying and it keeps your makeup on all night. So I'm just going to shake it up and do a couple spritzes. Maybe that was more than a couple. That is the complete makeup look, guys. This is my entire face done using all drugstore makeup. So you can really get a beautiful makeup look and a complete makeup look without using anything high-end or spending too much money. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope I reviewed some of the stuff that you guys were asking for. I've decided while using it that I'm just going to do a whole separate video for the nude palettes, just my review, my thoughts and feelings, and if it's worth buying. But there will be a separate video up for you guys. So for the NYX pencils, I would definitely recommend it's pretty comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencils, although I wouldn't choose them as my main brow product because I'm just way more comfortable with the brow pomade and the brow powder. The pencils are still a little bit iffy for me, but just in terms of eyebrow pencils, I would definitely recommend this one. It's only $5 at your drugstore, so you're saving $16 as compared to the Anastasia one, which is I believe $21 or so right now. So save your money and just pick these up. The NYX concealers were amazing. I really like the color CW5. It was really brightening while still looking really natural, and it blended in my skin tone really nicely. So I do recommend this. I would also recommend the True Match Lumi foundation. It's really light. It gives your skin a really natural, healthy glow without being shimmery or too dewy where it looks like you're sweating. So I definitely recommend the foundation as well as the matching True Match Super Blendable Powder that they come out with. It's really great for a little bit extra coverage without looking cakey and feeling too heavy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!